Hey, Tamra, Oviatt here, Sacred Activations. I'm getting ready to start this new class on blueprint for love because we have an original blueprint, right? And we have all these programs because we're in this matrix and we plug into all these different programs and belief systems and we run them as our own. They're like our software, right? So there's so many different belief systems that we believe on a collective consciousness level, like what relationships are supposed to look like, what they're supposed to be like, what you're supposed to act like, how you're supposed to show up. And I'm talking about relationships across the board. You know, what families are supposed to be like, what your relationship with your children or your parents or your siblings supposed to be like or look like. And in work, you know, how you're supposed to show up at work. I get a lot of comments on work relationships. And, you know, all of these really come back to us because everybody is our universal mirror. And they're showing up for us in whichever way we need them to teach us what we need to learn. And sometimes it takes us a while to get it. Sometimes we never get it. And I'm here to help you get it and get through it a heck of a lot faster. I want to talk to you a little bit about sacred activations. Sacred activations, a lot of it is deactivations because it deactivates programs that are running your subconscious mind, as you know, runs 95% of your life, right? So we have all these belief systems in our subconscious mind that is running our life, and we're not consciously aware of it. So what I'm going to be doing is running a bunch of different activations that will start clearing that stuff out in those belief systems, whatever level it's on. Because we are a collective consciousness, which means we also have a collective subconsciousness. So we're running those programs from there. And sometimes it's in our genetics, sometimes it's past lives, but future past lives are all happening at the same time. So let's clear this out of our complete timeline and clear you out of the collective subconsciousness of humanity where you're running a lot of these programs from. I work a lot, well, always, on the subconsciousness of humanity. And what I'll be doing is clearing you out of those, unplugging those programs for you, and also plugging you into new supportive programs that will help you live a better life. And it will program your subconsciousness, and it's also programming the subconsciousness of humanity. And what this does is it starts to spread, and people start coming in alignment with that. Because all relationships are self-relationships. Everybody is your universal mirror, right? I had a friend tell me that in Mexico. I'm your universal mirror. It's like, yeah, I know. So let's look at what the world and relationships are mirroring to you, and let's clear them. So you'll have an opportunity in these 4 weeks where you'll look at this mirror and you're going to look at what different people are mirroring to you within you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shift those out of your consciousness. And I'm going to be running a lot of sacred activations and deactivations, probably up to 10 each class, which is magically going to just start unraveling all of these things that have been controlling you. And you'll find yourself on a new level of understanding, of flow, of love. Because the more you clear the stuff out, guess what gets to fill it up? Happiness and joy. So I'm going to be clearing that stuff, and we're also going to be manifesting and putting in our blueprint those qualities that we wish to show up as, so we can really have amazing relationships at work, with our families, with loved ones, with significant loved ones, and also, most importantly, is with ourselves. Because when we can have that total love within, guess what happens? It shines out everywhere. Then everybody is able to mirror love back to you when you're able to mirror love to yourself. That also goes into self-nurturing and loving yourself and taking care of yourself, honoring yourself. Isn't that what it's all about? So join me. And what do I do and how do I do this? You know, I connect to what I call the eye of God. It's be above all dimensions, all layers, all whatever you want to call it. It's It's above all the games. And I call it the eye of God because that's what God told me to call it. You know, there's a lot of different healing modalities out there, and there's a lot of different ways to do things. I get that. And this is one of them. It's a very powerful way that is going to shift you super fast. And I'm just going to warn you, when you're shifting, it's not always comfortable. And because it's your belief systems that are transforming and changing. And sometimes it can be really difficult for a while. But what you'll notice is you're doing a heck of a lot better than before you ever did it. So sometimes it happens really fast. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but it continues to shift you. So if you're not totally satisfied in your love relationships or with yourself, then join me for these 4 weeks. I promise it will be extremely powerful and life-changing. That I guarantee. So it's a magical journey, and I look forward to seeing you on the call. Thank you so much for your time. Again, my name is Tamra Oviatt, and I am the founder of Sacred Activations. See you later.